What's up, guys? My name is Zach, and today I am driving a Dune Buggy. Behind me is a 1.5 liter air-cooled flat 4. Down below is a 4-speed manual transmission. Now, I am super excited to be driving this here Dune Buggy. I mean, how can you not be excited to drive one of these? It's the coolest thing in the world. But before we get on to anything else, I have a website, zackpradle.com, where you can buy stickers and other merch when it becomes available. You could also submit your own vehicle to be reviewed by me through a quick and easy submission form, and you get a video of your car just like this one, and you could read my behind the scenes blog to see what I'm filming before it comes out on the channel. But let's get back to that air-cooled 1.5 liter. Well, this vehicle is really a Volkswagen Beetle underneath. And so it's actually the engine and, well, later transmission from a 1963 Volkswagen Beetle. It is air-cooled, as well as it has a single inlet carburetor, because Herbie had a single inlet carburetor. If you haven't noticed, this Dune Buggy is an homage to Herbie the Love Bug. The owner, Steve, said, well, what would happen if Herbie magically transformed into a Dune Buggy? Here it is. This is what would happen. Like I said, paired to it, 4-speed manual transmission. Shifting feels great. However, the actual ergonomics of it don't. The shifter's kind of by my right shin. The pedals are way too close to me. But hey, I'm in a Dune Buggy. I'm gonna stop complaining. Of course, last but not least about the drivetrain, the Dune Buggy is rear-wheel drive, again, based off of the Beetle. But what is it like to drive one of these? Well, besides the fact that it's just a giant convertible, while driving this car, you are at the will of the road. If there's a dent or divot, you're gonna go that way. This car is so incredibly light because the body is made of fiberglass. It has a really short wheelbase. It is just tossed wherever the road wants you to go. You go. You don't really have much say, if I'm honest. However, with the lightness, it brakes on a dime. And it's good fun. Oh boy, is it fun. So with that stuff out of the way, let's briefly talk about the interior. In front of me, I don't have anything. I get this really nice wood steering wheel. And again, all of this stuff is gonna be custom. Off to my left, I don't have anything. I don't even get a door. But moving into the center, this is where my gauges are. I have my speedometer and odometer, as well as my headlight switches, ignition, fuel, and of course a cigarette lighter, just in case. I don't get a center console. The owner has added cup holders, so we will do a big friggin' bottle test. And of course it fails, unfortunately. But then we gotta talk about the seats. I love these seats. These are bucket seats, and they are gray because Herbie's interior was gray. So it sticks with the theme, but they're big enough for me to fit comfortably, but not too big to not be sporty. I absolutely love them. However, let's hop in the back and do a quick back seat review. So unfortunately, I recently now just found out that I do not have the acrobatic ability to get back here because of this roll bar, and I really don't want to step on any form of this fiberglass. I want to keep it as nice as it is. But something I did want to note with the back seat is that this is actual Volkswagen Beetle back seat. So it is pretty original to the Beetle, and you can kind of see some hints of that, which is really, really neat. And I love this attention to detail, keeping that Beetle style, along with the taillights, of course, but keeping the Beetle back seat, I think, is really, really unique. Now we gotta talk about the looks, and this is gonna bleed into the final thoughts, but like I said, the owner wanted this to be Herbie morphed into a Dune Buggy, and it's exactly that, down to the Herbie Goes to Monte Carlo stickers and the fog light from when Herbie Goes to Monte Carlo up at the front. The owner, Steve, actually custom made that bracket. I absolutely adore this little thing. It's so incredibly cool. The attention to detail is what really captured me. Steve did a fantastic job with it, putting so much thought and effort into how this car looks. And I absolutely love it wholeheartedly. I was so incredibly excited to do this review. But I do want to take just a moment and talk about a man by the name of Bruce Myers. And for that, I'm gonna shut it off so you can hear me. Bruce Myers was a visionary, to put it lightly. He enlisted in the US military back during World War II and was actually stationed just outside of Okinawa. One day, 2 kamikaze fighters struck his ship, forcing its sinking. After the explosion, Bruce gave his life jackets to a fellow soldier who wasn't as comfortable swimming. Bruce himself was a surfer. And so after doing so, he ended up towing, with his hands and feet, a boat all the way back to shore, saving the lives of multiple soldiers from the wrecked ship. He then came home and fell in love with a certain material, fiberglass, and he was one of the people that pioneered the fiberglass boat, something that is still in use very much today. But there became an issue with him and his surfing buddies. There were parts of Baja California, a popular surf spot, that were inaccessible to most of the cars that they had. So Bruce came up with an idea. He took the fiberglass from his boat production and formed it into this. This is most commonly known as a Myers Manx Dune Buggy. However, this isn't the name brand built by Bruce. This is a knockoff. You see, when Bruce came up with his Dune Buggy idea, it was a smash hit. All of his surfing buddies bought one, and all of their surfing buddies bought one, and all of their surfing buddies' buddies bought one. And it became quite the hit. So Bruce did what any good American would do and went through the process of filing a patent. When it finally got in front of a judge, the judge read the patent for the Dune Buggy and said, "No, you can't patent this shape. I just won't allow it." Bruce never got that patent. And while he only made a couple thousand, his kit has been replicated over and over and over again. And ever since then, this car has been iconic, to say the very least. It's built on a platform of something so solid, so reliable, so trustworthy, and yet it's turned into something so incredibly special. This car is not a Volkswagen Bug with a different body. This is something new entirely. It's a love letter to having fun. It's a monument to sunny days. It's so incredibly special. It does not get more fun than this car. It really doesn't. Huge thank you to Steve for letting me take out his Dune Buggy. I know this has been in the works for many years. It took him almost 3 years to fully build this vehicle the way that he wanted. And let me tell you, Steve, it has 100% paid off. The attention to detail is unlike any other vehicle I've driven. The amount of fun this is just, it's off the charts. So much so that I think it's time that we keep driving. There she is. She's awake. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I don't think you enjoyed it as much as I enjoy this car. Don't forget to rate the video, comment on the video, and subscribe if you really liked it. Take care, guys.